over to the bracket so we can show you exactly what happened, right? At the start of the day, yet again, right? Prototype Klasiko X. This was the matchup that happened, and Klasiko X took away a donut, and Prototype went on to the upper bracket final. 1% as well as Klasiko Rampage, of course, they met up. Klasiko Rampage would do a number on them. Prototype, when they met Klasiko Rampage earlier, Klasiko Rampage would go to win 2-1. They did go into a domination matchup at the very end. So let's not talk about the lower bracket because actually we have to, right? Because Prototype would drop.
Will it be a clean sweep or 2-0? We'll need to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen, as we jump into the game. This is it, the finals between Prototype versus Klasiko Rampage.
Yeah, boy. And Prototype, the squad has definitely played quite a number of games today. I hope they're not too fatigued, right? Playing back-to-back games like this. But they don't have a choice, right? When you drop into the low brackets, that's exactly what you have to do to win.
Exactly. So now they need to keep their game up. And here we go. The first hard point will be taken by nobody yet until Prototype steps in.
Well, Alfari, though, he was the first blood in there. Sticky keys action going on here by the observers. There's Kamisarem coming in here. Oh, Chopper gameplay gets taken down. And just like that, they're so equal with Prototype picking that point up in just a few seconds.
Just a few seconds, but then again, Klasiko Rampage, they're not going to step down here. They managed to take it back, and now they have the points again. It is real neck to neck. And this is just the first hard point, mind you.
Absolutely right. And it looks like neither one wants to give up the hard point, which is absolutely perfect. That is what we want to see from them. Look at Alfari moving out of there, losing a few points. I don't think that was the best move from him, but that's exactly what he did.
That's exactly what he did, but now we're moving on to the second hard point soon. 10 more seconds on the clock for this first hard point, and looks like Prototype, they're not interested anymore. They are getting prepared in the second hard point.
I think he didn't realize that the hard point had already, oh, there you go. And they have to wait for about 3 seconds in there for the activation, and Lil Yong will go on to take it on for Prototype.
It took them a while though, yeah, 3 seconds, a little bit late, but nevertheless, it's okay if they can hang on to it as long as possible. They could even overtake Klasiko Rampage in the second hard point.
So coming in here, Chopper gameplay goes upstairs, 2 players in the area, 1 on the front. Oh, look at that Transform Shield gameplay. There's no way Klasiko is going to be able to go in through that entrance.
Oh, brilliant gameplay indeed. And wow, what can I say? 30 more seconds on the clock. They could probably hold on to this maximum.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they are all set to do, because the Transform Shield, and of course the Transform Shield set up by none other than Lil Yong in there. Absolutely beautiful play. Look at that. There's no entry. There's no exit. Finally, Transform Shield disappears. And of course, Klasiko will have an opportunity which they will not take because they want to focus in on the next hard point.
Correct. They bought enough time to allow Klasiko to say, okay, I'm no longer interested in the second hard point. Let's just focus on the third hard point. And yes, they are ready at the third hard point. They have set up their defenses.
Oh, well, they have with 4 players in here so far. Are they going to be able... Ooh, here comes a Shock RC just to torment them just a little bit. Klasiko Rampage, they are able to pull ahead of Prototype if they can hold on to this hard point all the way. But Prototype looks like they're going to come in for the rush. Are we going to see Rampage lose it?
Oh, maybe, but then again, they are still holding on to it though. Alfari is still inside, but then again, they try to take out Alfari. Alfari now trying to defend himself, but then again, no. He's been sandwiched. Too much for him to take on, and Prototype takes that hard point.
Just when Klasiko Rampage was about to catch up with the points, Prototype pulls away yet again.
Absolutely. And now they have the lead here, 80 points, but then again, now 10 more seconds on the clock. Definitely Klasiko, they won't be interested anymore. Focus will be on the next hard point.
I mean, if Klasiko Rampage continues this game of, okay, you know what, let's give up here and move on to the next hard point, Prototype is just going to win this and move on to search and destroy the champs for round 1.
Yeah, absolutely agree. We have seen that time and time again, and we can see here Lil Yong looks like he's putting on a good performance here. Ooh, okay, I thought that was a little bit too close.
Definitely too close. He went in there for the FHA because he wanted to take exactly this down. And Alfari throwing in the cryo pill at himself. Unfortunately, it is going to be Andy right now. A 2-player right in front of him. Takes down the vehicle. Whoa! What a play by Lil Yong there.
Oh, what a play by Lil Yong, and now this could be opportunity for Klasiko Rampage to actually catch up to this, and now Zarya takes one out. Zarya can take the second one. Yes, he can, and there you go. Multiple kills by Zarya. Zarya now has 70 kills on his name.
But it is Prototype with the hard point, and it is 101 right now. Klasiko Rampage is not far away at all. They need to do something if they want to still stay in this. Zarif moving in here, Klasiko, but a 2-on-1 situation puts him out of action.
And there you go. Looks like the last 10 seconds will be taken by Prototype. Prototype now edging closer and closer towards the target. 150 points. They are now breaching the 120-point mark.
Where is the map awareness from Klasiko Rampage? They need to be able to move into those hard points a little bit. I mean, look at that, right? The hard point, they already knew that Prototype already conquered the previous hard point. The least that they could do was move into the next, but no, they're just standing around. That's what they're doing, they're standing around.
It seems like they're more interested in getting the kills than actually getting the hard point. Because yes, they have a lot of kills, Zarya with 20 kills, but then again, they don't get the hard point. It doesn't matter.
This is not domination. It's
down.
not yet that, well, Klasiko Rampage, they need to do something. They are behind. 26 points more for Prototype, and that's it. Game over. Klasiko Rampage, the only way they can come back is they take every single bit of point from here and then move into the next hard point as well.
Yes, they have to take everything here. But then again, Prototype, they can still win and they can entirely secure the next hard point and just win this. So
And
they can still let this go.
Look at the map awareness. They're already there. They are already waiting for the next hard point because they know that's their win.
Yeah, there you go. 3 more seconds for this hard point. And now Klasiko Rampage still cannot surpass Prototype. And Prototype is more than ready on this final hard point.
Exact. Oh, come on, Klasiko. I mean, this is not what I expected from Rampage at all, right? And there you go. It's going to be Prototype with 130 points right now. 20 seconds more, and that's it. Game over. Round 1 taken. Unless Alfari has something to say about it. No, Lil Yong shuts him down.
There you go. It's 10 more. And Prototype is just marching on to victory with this round number 1. And Alfari, he will try to do something, but then again, it's 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Prototype takes home game 1.
Klasiko Rampage. What were they doing?
I have absolutely no idea. They miscalculated everything.
Everything, every single step of the way, mistake, 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 mistake. You go into the hard point, you lose the hard point instead of moving on to the next. I mean, it's either you go back and they fight, or you move on to the next hard point. You don't stand around.
Yeah.
Klasiko Rampage, that's what killed them, standing around.
Yeah, absolutely. They were just standing around. They were unsure about the map awareness like you mentioned.
If we get pushed into a domination match, exciting as well. Well, let's go. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the game will be played at standoff, and the name of the game, you know it, Search and Destroy.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with Prototype taking the defending side, while Klasiko Rampage taking the attacking side. And now, will they play this like a team match? Oh, okay, I just had to say it right. And the first kill has already been split out. Zephyr is the first one to go out, and now Alfari is out as well.
Yeah, so there's no questions in there at all. Yes, it is going to be Team Deathmatch. This is not Search and Destroy. This is Team Deathmatch with an extra side of bombs being planted.
Yeah, with a bomb implanted. Well, it's not called Search and Destroy, it's something else totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Team and Destroy.
A team and destroy. Team Deathmatch and Destroy. Wow.
It is going to be a hard time coming in here. Chopper gameplay quite slow on that ADS, so he needs to be really careful. I quite honestly, with the slowness of that ADS, I'll just go in for the hip fire, quite honestly, especially because he has the laser attachment there.
Oh, but then again, now it's Phobia versus one more Shia, but no, that little bit more. Just look at the life onto Shia. Oh my goodness. Only like, what, 5% health left?
Well, it is one thing done right this time. Klasiko Rampage, can they make it back? Because they wouldn't have lost round number 1. They wouldn't have lost match number 1 if they didn't make so many mistakes. This time, though, they look like they have cleaned their act up. Can they continue? We will see.
We will see indeed. And now looks like game number 1 goes to Klasiko Rampage. The bomb will be planted again. This is the second time in the second game that we see a bomb being planted here. So now we need to wait and see how does Prototype respond.
Nice play indeed by your very own Klasiko Rampage. And here's exactly the kind of play that I want to see, right? Rush in there for a quick plant and then come out with smokes. 3 smokes to block off mid and then go in for a full rotation around hotels and come in and backstab the team that is trying to, go in for the defusal. That gameplay has not been seen yet, but it would be quite legendary if one of those squads go in for that. 12 seconds, and it looks like Klasiko will take yet another round.
Oh, definitely now, because there's not enough time. Even if Phobia can wipe them out, but no, not enough time. 2 seconds on the clock, and there you go. Bomb goes out, and Klasiko Rampage takes point number 2.
I am surprised the bomb didn't hurt this guy at all.
Not at all. He's still standing proudly.
Klasiko Rampage, 2 rounds in there already. They just need to do it 4 more times.
Yep, and here we go. Round number 3, and will it be a quick plant again? Andy now causing on. Looks like it will be quite an aggressive move here, but then again, the flash, it does stop their movement. And ooh, my goodness, MIB been taken out.
Oh, beautiful in there so far, because with Sia going down. Oh! Sia does not go down, and Dex is the solo player left.
Oh my goodness. But okay, it's 1 against 2. It still can be done though, but the bomb will be planted by Klasiko Rampage, and now Dex will need to move it. He'll need to take out both of them, that's for sure. He cannot just defuse just like that. And Dex will be out at 3rd point to Klasiko Rampage.
Klasiko Rampage doing everything right after getting everything wrong. Can they continue on this trajectory? They have already given us their answer. Yes, we can, and yes, we will. Zarif right now, they push on. It is still Klasiko Rampage in here with the attack, and I love what I'm seeing because they're going in for Bravo this time.
Yeah, they're going in for Bravo this time, but then again, Prototype looks like they cannot defend this, and Prototype is now down to 2 team members left. Zephyr as well as Dex, the last 2 standing.
Oh, I love how Klasiko Rampage is playing, right? If they continue on this rampage, I don't think Prototype will have a chance at all. But Prototype has, of course, shown us that they're more than capable of smashing Klasiko Rampage up. So let's just see what their comeback is like in here. Zephyr is going to be standing here at Alpha, and there you go, rotation towards Alpha right now. Zephyr is going to get a little bit of the taste of this high-octane action.
Oh, they just need to plant the bomb in B and then they're done. But then again, they still moving around. Not too sure what they're doing. Why didn't they go for the plant? But then again, Dex is still at B here. They managed to make that rotation because of their quietness, but everything's in the standstill.
Oh, Dex gets taken down by Sia. It's going to be Zephyr solo in here. Bomb plant at Bravo. He's not going to be able to do anything. Zarif with a beautiful HG40 takedown. And there you go. Round number 4, Klasiko Rampage.
And round number 4, Klasiko Rampage. Prototype doesn't seem to be too comfortable on the defending side, so I guess they're hoping that for the reverse to do them some good. But then again, 1 more round until that happens, and now Zephyr looks like they're going towards A, and now the wall bang here. But oh yeah, managed to take out Sia.
Oh, nicely done, nicely done. They will continue. Alfari going down this time. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb not planted yet. It is with Andy. Are they still going to continue into Alpha? Yes, Andy is standing at Alpha. Just on standby for that plant right now. Hatim still in there with the wall bangs. Zephyr coming up.
And Zephyr will be taken down. And now Hatim and Phobia, the last 2 standing for Prototype versus 3 from Klasiko Rampage here. And he still has the ball with him. And Phobia tries to take one down, but no! Phobia loses that fight. Hatim the last man standing.
Oh, what a play. What a backup by MIB. Phobia almost takes down his opponent, but then with the interference, it became a 2-on-1, and he just didn't stand a chance. And Hatim right now, gets the beautiful wall bang, but if only he had just continued shooting, he would have gotten another kill.
Oh yeah, he sort of let that go a bit early, but then again, even if he got that kill, I don't think he can actually do this. He needs to get at least 2 kills. Actually, he needs to wipe the entire squad before he can defuse.
Yeah, man, because with the 90... Okay, that's it. It's game over. 3 players, 15 seconds. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. Hatim going in for the spam. not getting taken down, but finally MIB will be the guy that gets it done.
Well, Hatim, he was just... it felt like he already gave up at that moment. He just spammed his shots there. Even if his recall went up to the
Sky.
Up to the sky.
It went to the stars and the moon.
To the stars and the moon, right? He still keep on spamming. He just gave up on that.
Exactly, man. With the 5 rounds in here for Klasiko Rampage, they are looking to just take this win in the most beautiful of fashion. Andy, with all that spam in there, still was not able to get a kill. But a quick fake plant in here by Prototype right now. Bryopil is out. Oh, Dex! Andy going in for the spams, and Dex just gets out of the way in just the right moment. Zarif down already. So taking Pro down.
And now we can see Zephyr is the last man standing, so definitely Klasiko Rampage is going to take this home, and we will go into game number 3. Domination is the name.
Wow. Wow. After... okay. Once again, I'm going to repeat myself because it is exactly why they lost the game, right? After making so many mistakes.
But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will begin our last game for today. This is Prototype versus Klasiko Rampage in Domination.
Yeah, boy. And we will be watching this as they fight it off at Summit. And we all know exactly how this works, right? Score streaks galore. Who gets to take down their opponents more at the start of the game without even having to worry much about the points? Yes, of course, they do have to worry about the points. A couple of players need to go in there and focus in on those objectives, right? But those takedowns are going to play a huge role towards the end of the game.
So in other words, you send maybe like 2 players out just to be Terminators and take as many kills as possible, while 3 others focus on getting points.
Absolutely correct. And that's more than enough, because towards the end of the game, those players who are collecting those points will continue to collect, but this time without any disturbance at all, because they will be protected by these players who are collecting those kills, right? So that's exactly how this can be won in the most easiest of fashions. Klasiko Rampage is clearing out Alpha right now. They have Alpha and Bravo. Prototype has only just gotten Charlie.
And there you go, Prototype gets their first point. But then again, like you mentioned, they could probably leave it for the late game. But if I look at their kill score, I'm worrying for Prototype. Just look at this Klasiko Rampage. Everyone has a kill, but Prototype has 3 members with still donuts.
Oh, Zephyr. Can we see MIB going in here? Zephyr, at the moment, no kills. And Phobia takes him down, not allowing Zephyr to get that kill. Zephyr's still in there with the donut. Aten in here right now. Zarif taking down Lil Yong with a 3-piece, 4-piece for himself. Beautifully done.
Beautiful done indeed. And now look at this. Zarif have been taken down, but then again, look at this. Zephyr as well. He still loves his donuts though, still hanging on to that.
Well, he may be hanging on to that, but look at as Klasiko Rampage, they hang on to Bravo and Charlie. They have swapped over Alpha and Charlie. But right now, it's going to be Klasiko that comes in here for Charlie just to go in for the clearance. And what a beautiful play by Alpari. Gravity spikes in the ground and players go dropping left, right, center.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful play indeed. And it's a total lockdown now from Klasiko Rampage. They almost lost C, but then again, Prototype, will they get C? Yes, they finally got C back at least, but A and B is still being held out by Klasiko Rampage.
Well, a lot of people have been asking why. Why are these people named Klasiko Rampage? Well, this is exactly why. Because when you piss them off, you start the never-ending rampage, and they go in for Charlie with a full-on lockdown yet again.
Full-on lockdown yet again and again, and definitely they will march on to the second half as the winners of this first half. 67 and counting, and Prototype, they can't even get one at this point.
No, they can't. And here's the more important point. Not only is Klasiko Rampage getting those points, right? They are also getting those kills. They are also raking up, you know, preparing their score streaks in here for round number 2.
Correct. They are getting both best of both worlds, I would say. The kill scores as well as the point scores. So, well, they may just run on to win this, but then again, Prototype, they will respond with a win taken out first.
Well, a quick 3-2 split in here for Lil Yong and squad. Coming in here, it is none other than Klasiko who has captured Charlie. Prototype gone in there for Alpha.
Oh, look at this. And now B is still up for grabs. No one has taken B yet, but then again, Klasiko Rampage, they are on the move. They have interest on B, but Zarin has something to say about it. Zarin now with the U-turn flick there, and now he takes out one, and he goes towards B, hopefully to be able to secure this point.
Oh, nice one. Lil Yong coming back in here for Zarif. And can he get it done? Oh, and
Yes!
Classic. Oh, no! Just so little bit more!
Oh my goodness, just so little more. B is still up for grabs. This is ridiculous, but finally he has been secured. And now Klasiko Rampage racks up the points.
And I wonder why, right? After taking him down, after taking down the last player from Klasiko, why did no player from Prototype go in to clear off Bravo?
Exactly, no one actually did that. So, okay, it's quite questionable there, but nevertheless, it is now B and C being taken by Klasiko Rampage. As long as they can hang on to this deal, it's good enough for them.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's game over already, Cloud. There's no way in hell Prototype is going to come back in here with a full-on lockdown again.
Another full-on lockdown, and the number of kills that they have racked up so far, they will march on to be our champion.
Yeah, boy. And here comes, is it going to be the Cluster Strike or the XS1 Goliath? Either one, but the score streaks are on the way.
I just worry for Prototype now. I don't know how they can respond to this. Now, there you go. They will definitely secure all the points. It's 120 and counting for Klasiko Rampage.
Oh, there you go. Finally, Cluster Strike coming in here. Possibly at... oh, wow. At the spawn point in itself, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But what do you know? He hits nothing.
But that just shows how confident they are in actually winning this. They even shoot at they even call it down at the spawn point. So that's crazy for Klasiko Rampage.
Exactly, man. They are just trolling Prototype right now. 140 to 40, 142, still with the full-on lockdown. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, even before it's over, let me tell you this. The champions, the national champions of Malaysia for the MSP Major, none other than Klasiko Rampage. What a beautiful win that was.
There you go, Klasiko Rampage, just showing why they are the classics and why they are rampaging in domination. Wow, 150 to 40. What else can I say?
They made Prototype look like amateurs. And Prototype is such a good squad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we saw how Prototype played when we went into our first match, Hardpoint at Crossfire. It was Prototype all the way. Klasiko couldn't come back in there. But when we went into the Search and Destroy, annihilation. 6-0. And then we go into domination. And Klasiko went on the biggest rampage we have ever seen them go on. Very well done. Congratulations, Klasiko. Cloud, can you walk us through the brackets yet again, buddy?
Let's just show everyone else as well how they actually got the championship today. Starting off, of course, with Klasiko Rampage versus 1% in upper bracket 2, and they won that game, obviously, and they moved on to the upper bracket final against Prototype, whereby they won again. They waited for Prototype to come in the grand finals after Prototype winning against Klasiko X, and it is a repeat of game number 1 today, whereby the score is the same. 2-1 goes to Klasiko Rampage. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Klasiko Rampage, your Malaysia National Qualifiers champion.
And such a well-deserved title win, right? Klasiko Rampage, not only did they